7 tips to make money in 2026. What if I told you that by this time next year, your financial life could look completely different? Not because you won the lottery, not because you inherited money, not because you got lucky, but because you understood a few simple principles that most people ignore. Look around you. Every year, millions of people work harder than ever, yet they remain stuck in the same financial position. They wake up early, work long hours, pay their bills, and repeat the cycle again and again. Meanwhile, a smaller group of people seems to move ahead financially no matter what happens in the economy. Why? What's the difference? Is it intelligence, connections, luck? Sometimes. But more often it's because they understand where the world is going before everyone else does. And that's exactly what this video is about. Today, I'm going to share 7 powerful tips that can help you make money in 2026. These are not get-rich-quick schemes. These are not overnight success secrets. These are practical, proven, and future-focused principles that align with both modern opportunities and timeless wisdom. Because money is not just about numbers. Money is a tool that can create freedom, a tool that can reduce stress, a tool that can help you support your family, a tool that can allow you to make a bigger impact in the world. But before we begin, I want you to think about one question. If nothing changes in your life over the next 12 months, if your income stays exactly where it is today, if your habits stay exactly the same, where will you be 1 year from now? The answer to that question is important because your future isn't created by what you do once. It's created by what you do consistently. And if you're ready to create a better financial future, then stay with me until the end, because tip number 7 may be the most important of all. Let's begin. Tip 1. Learn high-income skills. Instead of chasing easy money, one of the biggest mistakes people make is searching for easy money. They spend hours looking for shortcuts, quick profits, magic formulas, secret tricks. But the people who build lasting wealth usually focus on something completely different: skills. Think about it. Money follows value, and value comes from skills. The more valuable your skills become, the more opportunities you create. In 2026, the demand for high-income skills is growing faster than ever. Businesses need people who can solve problems. Companies need people who can generate results. Entrepreneurs need people who can help them grow. The question is, what skill can you develop that makes you valuable? Maybe it's content creation. Maybe it's video editing. Maybe it's copywriting. Maybe it's digital marketing. Maybe it's AI automation. Maybe it's sales. Maybe it's coding. Maybe it's graphic design. The specific skill matters less than your commitment to mastering it. Many people spend years consuming entertainment. Very few spend years mastering a skill. That's why those who do often earn significantly more. Imagine dedicating just 1 hour every day to learning a valuable skill. 1 hour, not 10, not 12, just 1 focused hour. After a year, that's more than 365 hours of practice. Most people won't do it. That's why the rewards can be extraordinary. Remember, opportunities come and go. Skills stay with you, and the skills you develop today can continue paying you for years. Tip 2. Stop trading time for money alone. Most people only have one source of income, their job. And while there's nothing wrong with having a job, there is a problem when your entire financial future depends on a single source of income. Think about it. If your income stops when you stop working, you're always under pressure. That's why one of the most important money lessons for 2026 is this: create assets. Assets work even when you're not actively working. For example, a YouTube channel, a blog, a digital product, an online course, an ebook, a software tool, a community membership, a print-on-demand business, an investment portfolio. Notice something interesting. All of these assets require effort up front, but over time they can continue producing value, and value often creates income. The challenge is that most people want immediate rewards. They don't want to build, they want instant results. But wealth is often the result of delayed gratification. Planting seeds today, watering them tomorrow, harvesting them later. The people who understand this principle often find themselves in a completely different financial position after a few years. Ask yourself, what asset can I start building today? Even if it grows slowly, even if nobody notices at first. Because the things that create wealth usually look small in the beginning. Tip 3. Use artificial intelligence as a partner, not a competitor. Many people are afraid of AI. They're worried it will take jobs, replace workers, change industries. And yes, AI is transforming the world. But every major technological shift creates two groups of people: the people who resist it and the people who use it. History shows us something fascinating. The people who learn how to work with new technology usually gain a tremendous advantage. In 2026, AI can help you create content faster, research ideas, generate marketing materials, improve productivity, analyze data, automate repetitive tasks, learn new skills more efficiently. The goal isn't to let AI do everything. The goal is to use AI to increase your output. Think of it this way. Imagine two people with the same talent. One uses modern tools, one doesn't. Who moves faster? Who produces more? Who learns quicker? The answer is obvious. Technology rewards adaptation, and adaptation rewards those who are willing to learn. The future doesn't belong to the strongest. It belongs to the most adaptable. That's why understanding AI could become one of the most valuable decisions you make in the next few years. Tip 4. Build a personal brand. 20 years ago, your reputation existed mostly in your local community. Today, your reputation can reach the entire world. This is one of the greatest opportunities in human history. A single video, a single article, a single idea, a single piece of content can reach thousands or even millions of people. Yet most people never take advantage of this. They consume content, but they never create it. They watch, but they never share. They observe, but they never contribute. Here's the truth. People do business with people they trust, and trust grows through visibility. That's why building a personal brand is no longer optional for many professionals and entrepreneurs. A personal brand doesn't mean becoming famous. It means becoming known for something valuable. Maybe you share business lessons, maybe fitness advice, maybe financial education, maybe spiritual insights, maybe agricultural knowledge, maybe technology tutorials. The topic matters less than consistency, because consistency creates credibility, and credibility creates opportunities. Many people underestimate how powerful a personal brand can become over time. 1 year of consistent content can completely change your network, your opportunities, and your income potential. The key is to start before you feel ready, because nobody begins as an expert. Experts are simply beginners who didn't quit. Tip 5. Solve expensive problems. Here's a principle that can change the way you think about money forever. The bigger the problem you solve, the greater the potential reward. Think about some of the world's most successful businesses. They solve problems: transportation, communication, education, healthcare, entertainment, convenience. Every successful business is essentially a solution to a problem, and this principle applies to individuals as well. If you can help someone save time, make money, improve their health, reduce stress, increase sales, or achieve a meaningful goal, your value increases dramatically. Many people focus on what they want. Successful people often focus on what others need. That's a powerful shift. Instead of asking, "How can I make money?" ask, "What problem can I solve?" That single question can open doors you never imagined. Tip 6. Invest in yourself before you invest anywhere else. Most people dream about investing in stocks, real estate, cryptocurrency, businesses. And while investments can be powerful, there is one investment that often produces the highest return of all: investing in yourself. Think about it. A stock can go down, a market can crash, a business can fail. But the knowledge, discipline, experience, and wisdom you develop stay with you. The wealthiest people in the world never stop learning. They read books, they study markets, they learn from mentors, they improve their communication skills, they strengthen their mindset, because they understand something that many people overlook. Your income often grows in proportion to your growth. If you become more valuable, your opportunities increase. If you improve your skills, your earning potential expands. If you improve your thinking, your decisions become better. And better decisions create better outcomes. Imagine two people starting at the exact same place. One spends the next 5 years learning, growing, and improving. The other spends the next 5 years doing the same things they've always done. Who will have more opportunities? Who will have more confidence? Who will be more prepared for the future? The answer is obvious. Success rarely happens by accident. It usually happens through intentional growth. That's why one of the smartest things you can do in 2026 is dedicate time every week to learning. Read books, watch educational content, take courses, study successful people, learn from your mistakes. Every piece of knowledge becomes another tool in your toolbox. And eventually, those tools can help you build a completely different future. Tip number 7. Develop a wealth mindset. This may be the most important tip in the entire video, because before money grows in your bank account, it often grows in your mind. Many people have financial goals, but very few examine their financial beliefs. And beliefs matter a lot. Think about the messages people hear growing up. Money is hard to earn. Rich people are lucky. Success isn't for people like us. We'll never have enough. Over time, these ideas can become mental barriers. They quietly influence decisions. They affect confidence. They shape actions. And eventually, they shape results. But successful people often think differently. They see possibilities where others see obstacles. They focus on solutions instead of problems. They believe improvement is possible. They understand that growth requires effort. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to be limited by it. A wealth mindset isn't about greed. It's about responsibility. It's about believing that you can create value, serve others, improve your life, and make a positive impact. Because money itself isn't good or bad. Money simply amplifies who you already are. If you're generous, money gives you more opportunities to give. If you're kind, money gives you more opportunities to help. If you're ambitious, money gives you more opportunities to build. The goal isn't to worship money. The goal is to use it wisely. And that begins with the way you think. A powerful spiritual lesson about wealth. Now let's talk about something deeper. Because financial success isn't only about strategies, it's also about character. Many people chase money so aggressively that they sacrifice everything else. Their peace, their health, their relationships, their purpose. And even when they achieve financial success, they still feel empty. Why? Because money can solve financial problems. but it cannot solve spiritual problems. It cannot create meaning. It cannot create purpose. It cannot create inner peace. That's why some of the wealthiest people in the world still feel unhappy. They achieved financial success, but never discovered true fulfillment. The most successful people often understand balance. They work hard, but they also stay grateful. They pursue success, but they also maintain integrity. They build wealth, but they don't allow wealth to control them. And that's an important lesson for 2026. Build your income, build your skills, build your opportunities, but also build your character. Because character determines whether success becomes a blessing or a burden. A story that could change your perspective. Imagine two young men. Both start with nothing. Both have dreams. Both want financial freedom. The first spends years looking for shortcuts. He jumps from one opportunity to another. One week it's crypto. The next week it's dropshipping. The next week it's some new trend. He constantly searches for the fastest path. But he never develops real skills, never builds consistency, never commits long enough to see results. Years pass, and he remains frustrated. The second young man chooses a different path. He learns a valuable skill. He improves every day. He studies successful people. He creates content. He builds relationships. He saves money. He invests wisely. He stays patient. At first, progress is slow, very slow. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. But then something remarkable occurs. The skills begin to compound, the audience begins to grow, the opportunities begin to appear, the income begins to increase. 5 years later, the difference between the two men is enormous. Not because one was luckier, but because one focused on growth while the other focused on shortcuts. The lesson: success is often less about intensity and more about consistency. Small actions repeated over time create extraordinary results. Final message. As we move into 2026, remember this: the world is changing. Technology is changing. Opportunities are changing. But certain principles remain timeless. Learn valuable skills, build assets, use technology wisely, create a personal brand, solve meaningful problems, invest in yourself, develop a wealth mindset. These 7 principles won't make you rich overnight, but they can put you on a path that leads somewhere most people never reach. And 1 year from now, you'll either be glad you started today, or you'll wish you had. The choice is yours. Your future is being created right now by the decisions you make every day. Start small, stay consistent, keep learning, keep growing, and never underestimate what can happen when preparation meets opportunity. Because 2026 doesn't belong to the luckiest people. It belongs to the people who are willing to prepare for it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future content about money, success, spirituality, and personal growth. And remember, your financial future is not decided by your past. It's shaped by the choices you make starting today. See you in the next video.